Hello, my name is Tredinnick. I'm the author of 18 or 20 books of poetry and prose. 3 of them are books about the writing craft, published by New South Press, chiefly the Little Red Writing Book, which I wrote just over 10 years ago and have used in my teaching ever since. Like many of you, perhaps I find myself at home these days involved in homeschooling my high school age children, and it's helpful for me in English and creative writing to know the kind of tricks that work with aspiring writers, which I've outlined in the Little Red Writing Book, and which nearly 30,000 odd readers so far have found useful. Matisse, the great painter, said once that creativity takes courage, and this is true, but as he knew too, creativity demands technique. The Little Red Writing Book is a book about courage, the courage to find your voice and let it escape onto the page. The Little Red Writing Book is also a book about technique, because sometimes the courage fails you or isn't enough. It's a book full of tips and inspiration. Throughout the book you'll find upward of 100 exercises which begin, try this. So it's a very useful book, people tell me. Other people tell me they can't put it down, a thing we normally don't say about guidebooks, and I'm delighted if that's the case for people. It would seem, in fact, to me to be an incredible failure to write a book exhorting grace and voice and levity in style, in written style, and not to have practiced what I was preaching. So I just thought I'd take these couple of minutes to remind you, all of you who aspire to write a book of your own one day, or those of you guiding young ones in their journey toward expressing themselves more truthfully and elegantly, that this book exists, and suggesting that you find your way to it. Sometimes what we need beyond learning how to find our own voice is how to keep our sentences robust so that people get to the other end of them alive, and that's what the Little Green Grammar Book speaks of, the companion book to the Little Red Writing Book. The third in my trilogy is the Little Black Book of Business Writing, but that's a story perhaps for another day. I hope you find your way to my writing books, and I hope you find them useful and inspiring in your journey, in your children's journey. Be well.